Denver Broncos Mile High View, no commercials, no bullshit. The Denver Broncos are in a unique situation where there's no playoffs involved in this. This is really about the 2020 season. Starting now, if you're going to build the team around a quarterback, there's certain things that they need to be working on for 2020. And this Kansas City game would be a great way to get it going. I was watching, and I'm going to leave a link to a critique on Drew Lock on the Texan game. And I'll get into Drew Lock in a bit, what he must do. One thing that the guy in the video noticed was the pass pro breakdowns that the Broncos have. And this is something I've been bringing up since week one with the Raiders, where you had a lot of free runners at the quarterback. The Denver Broncos have got to clean up their pass pro. They also have to clean up their run blocking. In this game is going to be very critical in the running game. I want to see that balance again. I don't want to see Locke being put in a situation where he's got to get pass happy. The Denver Broncos have really got to start working on their run blocking. I don't have the ability to break down game film, but if I did, my daughter can see the breakdowns, a mile away on this run blocking. It's either a lack of effort or just technique is lacking. But I think the Broncos running backs are down to like 3 yards a carry or less right now, and it's not all on them. The run blocking has been atrocious. Now, let's turn to Locke. I'd really like everybody that hasn't seen this critique to take a look. Locke has got to do a couple of things, or three things anyway. One thing Locke has to do is stop tap dancing. Let's back it up a little bit here. There's something that the person that put together this critique noticed from game 1 to game 2, and it's something I noticed in preseason and discussed, was that with Locke, how he could go from, really good sound quarterback fundamentals, footwork, stick-to-itness in the pocket, and then start getting off script and start getting radical. And, of course, that led to the holy roller and him getting injured. So what's going to happen is he's going to have to settle down. And, again, this is pass protection is going to have to start getting better. We can't have free runners in that first drive. If you'll go take a look at the link, you'll see the first drive, you had all these free runners coming in. You just can't have that. So, and the pass protection is across the board. It's not just the offensive line. It's across the board. Drew Lock is going to have to square up in the pocket. There was as the game went on, there's times that he's just not squared up in the pocket, and like one of the throws he made, he had to actually turn 180 degrees and chuck the ball, which he got lucky. It wasn't thrown right, and had there been correct coverage on the tight end, that probably would have been a pick. So he's got to square up and not abandon the pocket as quickly as he was. That's why pass protection is going to be key in this game. So I'm actually in this game expecting to see the running game really start to take off. I really want to see an improvement in the running game in this game, more so than Locke throwing 40 times. I'd really like to see big holes being opened up, and Lindsey getting those 60-yard runs, 80-yard runs that nobody seems to complain about when it comes to the running game when he does that. But the player personnel need to spring those holes for him. Play design as well. Munchak and Scangarello, maybe they have to change up some of that, make adjustments in the play design in the run game. I don't know, but, something's got to get done where, the run production has got to go up in this game. I don't care if they're playing the fucking Baltimore Ravens. It's got to go up. They've got to get a handle on it. And again, this is getting ready for next year. Getting the team ready, although, in my opinion, a lot of those offensive linemen may not even be there. Jawan James, of course. This guy's a complete waste. And I warned everybody about him. Techniques, some stick-to-itness in the pocket, squaring up in the pocket on Locke's part. Stop the Jay Cutler tap dance and keep the feet planted. Keep shoulders squared up so you're not, having to spin around and throw the ball. And because I don't think Kansas City is going to allow tight ends to run freely in this game, like in the Texans game. So I think Locke technique improvement is going to be kind of crucial in this game, so he doesn't throw picks and have a game opposite of what he had in Houston. And then everybody's saying, Locke, it's really critical right now that Locke gets this stuff cleaned up. I don't want to, I don't want to be fishing for another quarterback. I don't want to hear, A-Bear. I mean, it's horrible A-Bear. All this nonsense talk. Just let's get the team built up. All right? And let's use the Kansas City game as a springboard for 2020.